Okay, I'm back with a little video for the week while I work on Tales of Fate. The new video will be out on the 5th, if not then in the early hours of the 6th, depending how long this episode is and how long it'll take to render, and if Garnet doesn't freeze while rendering. And if I don't get this idea out of my head right now, it's gonna consume all of my thoughts, so I need to get rid of it now. But, aside from that, from the title, I'm sure you can see this is about Smash Brothers. This is not a prediction for Ultimate. I mean, it can be, but like my video on what Pokemon should add in mechanics in future games, which apparently two of the things I said that should happen is happening in Let's Go, just pointing that out. I am just saying some possible picks for future Smash games. Not just Ultimate, but future installments. Because something like Ultimate is probably never gonna happen again. Well, Sakurai had to twist some arms to get some characters back, and I'm pretty sure we all know which one that is alluding to. But Ultimate is a once-in-a-lifetime thing to happen, and if it does happen in the future, it'll be after a couple of installments, not every game hereafter. That would be freaking impossible. But on the other hand, if every installment is gonna have a full roster like Ultimate, they are going to have to cut some characters, and also have to add some new ones. And we don't even know how many new fighters we get are actually going to be actual new characters, or the newly introduced Echo fighters in Ultimate for that matter. But I do have two particular series in mind that could have a rep in this series. So this is the first out of the two. Maybe down the line I will make more if they come to mind, but for now I have really strong ideas for two characters. Now for introductions of the first character I have in mind. Fashionista? What the gods is that? This, my friends, is Mikuru, who is playing the stand-in for your playable character from Style Savvy or Girls Mode. If you don't know, Style Savvy is a fashion game slash business simulator slash addiction. You don't want to know how many hours I have put into this series. But yes, Mikuru here is just a stand-in for the Style Savvy rep that, well, she can look like whatever Sakurai wanted, honestly. After all, this series is very customization heavy with the assortment of hair, clothes, and makeup that you can choose on for yourself and for your customers. I often look to these games to come up with designs for my own characters, and yes, my avatar's current outfit is based off one in the intro, which is from the latest game. But as to why there would be a Style Savvy rep in Smash, I have two reasons. One, Smash needs more girls in the roster. There are 17, including the alts, and Echoes. 18 including Nana. We have 60-something characters. And I'm not saying that because I'm a girl. You can ask plenty of other people, and they would agree Smash is pretty male-heavy. Which I suppose, if there's more male added into it, they're going to be more likely to be more heavier characters, and are also slower but powerful. There are fan bases for a lot of characters. Like, for a while now, people wanted Daisy to be in Smash. And I'm pretty sure there was a community who was trying to get Daisy in Smash. And now that dream has come true. Be it she's an Echo character, but Daisy is in Smash nonetheless. Another character I have seen going around that people really want in Smash is Dixie Kong. And she's nowhere in the game, I think. Probably a trophy, yes, but she's in a playable character, so I wouldn't count that. Now back to the heavier character stuff. Yes, there are some lighter male characters, but there are differences in both male and female bodies, and it can sometimes give females an edge with being able to be more flexible and agile. Just look at Cirrus and Samus. Sure, they are weaker, but not everything is one with strength. As for the second reason, yeah, the last Smash game had Style Savvy Trendsetters music in the Wii U version and a trophy in the 3DS version. Nintendo knows Style Savvy or Girls Mode in Japan is fairly popular. I mean, a bunch of the community sent messages to Nintendo about if the third game was going to be released in the US, because it was out in both Japan and Europe, and then about a year later we get the game. And it was just the European English version. And you can tell because words like trousers and jumpers are used. Yeah, in the US some people might use those words, but it's mostly going to be pants and sweaters. Plus, Dylan made an appearance as an assist trophy, and that's another game that's exclusive to the 3DS. And Dylan also had music in Smash, so both have a likely odd of having a rep in Smash. As for our little fashionista here, being as creative as I am, I will leave her moveset for the end. You can go to the timestamp right here if you are more interested in that. Because right now we will be talking about skins. Well, more like designs. Just like the Inklings, the fashionista will have several outfits available to her as different skins, but that won't be the only thing. There's also the matter that her hair will also change depending on the kind of outfit she's wearing. Mikuru here is acting as our default. As you can tell, she likes purple and gothic clothing. But if we move on to the red color scheme, her outfit has completely changed. Mikuru has a rock style outfit in red and black, so she can stand out. Her hair has also been changed to a longer and straight version. Oh, and the green highlights are there because in my head this is a reference to her sister, but the main thing is the outfit. It's a different enough change that it can't be confused by other players who are playing the same character. If we move on to blue, this is a more bolder style. In fact, this is a true reference to the game as it's similar to the character Yolanda in Styling Star, similar to her appearance during the intro and when you meet her in the game. Her hair has also gotten the same hair color as Yolanda and has more volume to it along with being wavy. Onto the yellow skin, I decided it's a nice, bright color, so why not go for the more lively style of clothing as it's filled with bright colors that catch your attention. This is also a reference to Styling Star to the character Alina. Again, similar to her clothes in the intro and when you meet her. Mikuru even styled her hair similar to her, and as such, she has shorter hair. Now we're on to green, and it reminded me of nice open fields. Perfect for the girly style. This is the last reference to Styling Star as it references Rosie and her outfit in the intro game. But it's not the only reference. The hat on Mikuru's head is actually a nod to the character Sophie from Fashion Forward, and it's the first character you meet in that game. And finding a dress is not impossible, as we've seen, but probably a lot less chances of tripping over it. Next up, how about a nice preppy outfit with pink color scheme? Oh, and pigtails. Curly ribbon-like pigtails with pink highlights. Yeah, that's a major change. So I guess you're fighting a student? I don't know. And yeah, this isn't really a reference to anyone in the series, just a reference to Mikuru's sister's Angel's bandmate. The outfit is the important thing. Moving on, let's have a more kind of simple feminine style with a black and white color scheme. Mikuru's hair has been given a done-over again with being shorter than her normal style, but this is once again a reference to a character in the series. Players will know this is a nod to Evie, who is in both the second and third games, Trendsetters and Fashion Forward. And lastly, a more orange color scheme, but with very, very cheap clothing, aka spend your entire month's worth of pay to afford these clothes. And yes, a reference. Those that have been with Style Savvy since the beginning can tell who this is supposed to be. Green hair on a ponytail and brown eyes. At least we can assume they are brown since it started on the DS and 3D models were alright on it. It's Renee! You probably are gonna ask why Renee instead of Grace. And, well, she stands out a lot more with her green hair and orange colors. Plus ponytail. And I kinda like Renee more. She hung around more. So, those are all the skins out of the way, along with references to the past series. I had fun trying to make these outfits the way I wanted them and what references I could make with the style choices I made according to color. But now, onto the moveset. I'm sure you have been wondering how the ever-loving fuck can you translate a fashion game into a decent fight? Well, Sakurai made Wii Fit Trainer work. Time to make a fashionista work. So, fighting with style, fashionista is going to be a light but fast character. I'd say weight could be anywhere between Palutena, Zelda, and Peach. I'm not really sure where exactly, but that's where I would put them. As for the moveset, I do not have one for every single possible moveset according to the last game. I don't. Because I'm not a competitive Smash player, I don't know every single moveset, so I had to refer to the Smash Wiki to kind of help me a little bit, but even then, I couldn't think I couldn't fill every single move that I needed. I like to be as detailed as possible, and unfortunately, I can't really come up with one for every single thing. So, let's start with a neutral attack. Fashionista is going to have 3 attacks for her neutral attack. A jab, a back kick, and then a front kick. I do not know if any fighter currently has this set of combo. I do know there are plenty of characters that have three attacks for the neutral attack if you press the button 3 times, but a jab, back kick, front kick. I don't know if anyone has that. Possibly guess maybe Bayonetta would have this. I can see her pulling this off, but I never played Bayonetta. I never got Bayonetta. Anyway, forward tilt is gonna be a basic front kick. I don't have anything for an up tilt, and I don't have anything for a down tilt. Forward smash, it's gonna be interesting. Forward smash is gonna be pretty interesting because, it's gonna involve a fan. Yeah. I'm bringing the fan back, but it's not gonna be as broken as the fan was all those years ago. The fan is my favorite item, and I was sad that it was not in the, last game. So, if they're not gonna bring the fan back for Ultimates, I suggest just making it a part of the Fashionista because, I couldn't put every single style into reference in her, skins. Obviously, there's a lot more, outfits in there. There are a lot more styles in, Style Savvy, and one of them just so happens to be Eastern, so why not give the Fashionista a fan that she could hit you with? She can't do the crazy combo, just so you know, the crazy combo is not there, but she can charge it up and hit you with it. So, yeah, that's the thing. For her up smash, she will throw boxes of makeup in the air. If you just so happen to charge it all the way, the boxes will open, and you will get hit a second time with nail polish bottles. Down smash will return to the fans, except this is going to be one very large fan that she opens up while spinning in a circle around her. Therefore, you won't be hit by her legs. No, you will be hit by a giant-ass fan. I'm sorry, I love the fan too much. I can't let it go. I need the fan to be represented in some way. And again, Fashionista just so happens to be the perfect one. Even though there is no fans in the actual Style Savvy games, I still think it's the perfect representation for the Eastern style in the game. I could not think of a dash attack, and I still don't. Off script, maybe her dash attack is she runs at you, but she's also throwing a couple piles of clothes at you. I don't know. That is just something that's just something I came up with off the spot. But yeah, dash attack, I have no idea. If you want to suggest something below, you can. Her neutral aerial attack will be a punch. Her forward aerial will be a roundhouse kick. Her back aerial hit will be a purse. Yep. You heard me right. Her back aerial attack will be that she will turn around and hit you with a purse. I don't know what kind of purse. Maybe it's random. Maybe it's a handbag. Maybe it's a giant-ass purse. Maybe it's a small girly purse. I don't know, but I think it's amusing to be hit by a purse. I don't know, but I needed to incorporate a purse somewhere, and I'm like, you know what? Her back aerial would be you being hit in the face with a purse. I can only see that happening, and it's hilarious. Her down aerial, I actually do not have anything for it. I did ask someone what they think the down aerial could be, and they suggested something with the purse, but all I can think of, well, I guess she could just throw a giant ass purse down on you, I guess. I don't know. Her down aerial, I have no idea. The only thing is the purse thing again, but Fashionista's grab is actually going to be a scarf. It's going to be a long grab, so kind of like how Samus's whip thing works. It's going to be a scarf. Now, I kind of want this scarf to have like magnet or a boomerang at the end, just so that it can go back to Mikaru, or the Fashionista, I suppose. Yeah, it'll wrap the enemy around once, and then it'll come back, and then she will pull the scarf so that her enemy comes towards her. As for what she does, I'm I'm guessing she just needs the character or punches him in the face. I don't know. That's up to you guys to figure out what a fashionista should do. I'm pretty sure maybe kneeing them, kind of like how Samus does, it's pretty good. I don't know. Anyway, her neutral special, which is, as far as I'm aware, is usually reserved for projectiles. I can imagine a couple of bracelets or bangles being thrown at the opponent, like 4 or 5 at a time, because bangles and bracelets are kind of small, so I would expect it to be multiples, because it's not going to be a strong attack. I don't know. Again, I don't know Smash that detailed. I'm just trying to come up with things. Side special is kind of interesting and will kind of leave the fashionista in a vulnerable position for a couple of seconds after it's done, and it will be a pose, because Style Savvy did used to be just a plainly fashion show kind of game before it started evolving and having you running a boutique that is your own, or helping customers, or yada yada yada. But there's always a pose when you get the right outfit for a customer and they absolutely love it, when you tell them to try it on and you succeed at giving them the right item or the right outfit. So one of these poses, I have examples on the screen from Styling Star and Fashion Forward. So one of these poses, I'm not sure which one would work, but some kind of pose is going to be the side special. It fits, and I kind of like it, but it will leave you vulnerable. It'll leave the fashionista vulnerable at the end, because obviously it's going to be a quicker version of the pose, and at the end she is going to have some lag, ending lag, I think is the term, but she won't be able to move for a few seconds, maybe 1 or 2 seconds, somewhere along those lines. She will be vulnerable and you can attack her, because she has to kind of, regain her balance after posing. Well, not regain her balance, but stop posing and then kind of turn back to normal after posing. That's the thing. Now, up special, we gotta talk about, because this is the first thing that came into my mind as a recovery move, and it's stupid but appropriate. But it also means that the fashionista is going to have a pretty good double jump. And the reason for that is because she's going to have a scarf rope. A scarf rope. Kind of. I was imagining at first a long-ass scarf, kind of like the Fourth Doctor's. A really, really long scarf. But then I decided a scarf rope. Kinda like a party clown, that kind of scarf rope. There's probably something at the end of it that'll hook onto the ledge of the stage, if it has a ledge. Otherwise, she can just hit people with the scarf as it goes up. But the gimmick to this scarf is that it can be either a long scarf or a short scarf. Either it's a long scarf rope or it's a short scarf rope. Because in Style Savvy, you have both short scarves and long scarves. So as to which one it is, I want to say it's either completely random or you alternate between the two. So you kind of have to make sure you know which scarf is coming up when you're playing the fashionista, or just give the fashionista a really, really good double jump, so that no matter which one comes up, they can reach the ledge and get back onto the stage. This was the first thing that came into my head while making this moveset, when I had the idea like a week ago. That was the first thing that came into my head. And down special, I have no idea. One more thing about the neutral special. I originally thought it could be scissors, just to reference the hairstyle, but I'm like, nah, we ain't throwing scissors. Scissors are way too dangerous. Scissors are more dangerous than swords. I don't want to... I just think it's a bad idea for fashionistas to be throwing scissors, even though it's possibly very appropriate for her games. I don't want to see someone throwing scissors. And then, you know, some kid probably watching some teenager playing Smash and seeing this character throw scissors at their opponents. I don't want that to happen, so I just substituted the scissors with bracelets because that's probably less painful in real life. That's probably less painful than scissors being thrown at you. Please do not throw scissors at people. But yeah, that's the entire moveset I have for the Fashionista. But there's also the final smash, which I suppose I'll also call it the final runway because it's gonna be a runway. A fashion runway. And I just imagine kind of along the lines of the Wii Fit Trainer. It just pops up and then covers the entire stage. This can knock you out if you so happen to be hit by the suddenly expanding runway stage that just pops out of nowhere. And then various cutouts of people in different styles of clothing will kind of go across the runway at high speed. Kinda like the Wii Fit Trainer, except it's on a linear line instead of like going diagonal straight and down like the Wii Fit Trainer. I just think that's that kind of fits the whole runway fashion side of things. And that'll be there. But if you are in the sky, but if you fall down either onto the stage or onto the cutouts, yeah, you're gonna get hit. And that's the final smash I could come up with. It's not really... I couldn't really think of anything else. Unless we want to go with a different idea that's kind of like... a massive pile of clothes comes crashing down onto the stage. That is the only other idea I have, and I don't think that fits as well as the fashion show runway. But I suppose it could also work because it's a massive pile of clothes, and you do sell like thousands of pieces of clothing and shoes and earrings and other stuff, bags, everything. Just like a massive pile of that could probably come down, but I kind of like the fashion show runway more. But that is all I have to say on Fashionista as a rep for Style Savvy in Smash. It's a pretty random kind of thing that popped into my head, but it's all I could think of after seeing Daisy come to Smash. It's not too much of a stretch for a Style Savvy rep because again, it is a Nintendo property. It is pretty popular. It is known. There's been 4 games in the series. There's probably going to be a 5th on the Switch sometime because the company that produces Style Savvy just released a game for the Switch this past March of another series that they have and that they work on. So that's probably going to be a thing. I wouldn't put it past Sakura to include a Style Savvy character because they did add Style Savvy music in the last game. So, yeah, I wouldn't be so surprised if there was one. But if they're gonna be an ultimate, I kinda doubt it. It's kinda... I don't know. The chances of it happening is maybe DLC. If not, then the next game. It's kind of in that odd position, kind of similar to ARMS, because we're not really sure if any ARMS character is going to get in. It depends how far in development ARMS was at the end of the last Smash and its DLC. It depends because Sakurai did start his planning for Ultimate back then. So we don't know how the development of ARMS went, if they knew about ARMS, if Sakurai just went around the building looking at what new projects was going on. We don't know. You can also put Rex and Pyra and Mithra in there also, because their designs wasn't even done until much later, I've heard. So it's kind of this weird thing where it could happen. It might not happen for Ultimate, but it might happen down the line. It's how I feel right now. But it's a rep that could quite possibly happen. Now, I gotta stop rambling. I'm gonna go work on more audio now. Yeah, that's all I have. That's all I have. It's so sad. But it's not the only character. It's not the only character I have to work on. Again, guys, leave your suggestions below what you could think would be a nice fit. But yeah, next time, I'm gonna look at another character. And if you know what my favorite game is, you can probably tell who I'm gonna be talking about next time. Yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye!